What is going on, guys? UFC 5. Now, the purpose of this video is just talking about this game, how well it's... Is this game even doing well? Now, on the PlayStation Store, it's number 36, and they have a ranking for top selling games, and it's all the way down to number 36, which isn't very high. I mean, that's not really that good. But I mean, they're only counting downloads. They're not counting physical disc copies at stores. They're definitely not counting other consoles. So I mean, that doesn't mean this game isn't selling overall well, but I don't hear a lot about this game. I don't hear much. It seemed like I heard a little bit about it like when it first came out for a week or so. And then it's almost like nobody was saying nothing. Like even content creators, there's content creators that are specifically targeting fighting games. They talk about the game, but other gamers who was doing videos when it first came out, it seemed like there's not a lot of talk here. It just seemed like the game just kind of went away. Now, don't get me wrong, it didn't go away because they're still working on the game. They still update fighters. They still add stuff to the game. So the developers are very active. They're doing their thing with this game. Now, the one thing I do enjoy is creating fighters. I love doing that. But as far as playing this game, I'm going to tell you something. I can't play this. I'm horrible. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Now, I can do my career fights. Let me go to my careers. Let me see. I have a career in this, and I won a lot of those fights, but I only won I never lost the fight, but I can win the early career fights. Those fights I can win, okay? And it's almost like they're kind of giving you those fights. Those opponents don't really, like, they're not that competitive, to be honest. And I haven't lost any of these, but and I have no record because those fights in those low-ranking organizations or outdoor, whatever it is, those don't even count on your record. So my guy doesn't have a record right now because he just got signed. But I was winning all those fights. I think I had 5 or 4 of those fights. I won all those. But when you're talking about exhibition fights, I cannot win an exhibition fight in this. I cannot. I lose every single time. Now, don't get me wrong. I know how to play. That's the thing. I land good shots. I get good takedowns. My opponent is like dripping blood, but I never KO the guy. I get good submissions. They absolutely never tap. And it doesn't matter if I'm fighting a creative fighter, a real fighter, a high-ranking, low-ranking fighter. I can't finish anybody. I can't win in this game. I can't. And it's funny because I feel like I'm fighting a good fight. I feel good. You know, my opponent's not in the advantage. Feel like I'm destroying him. And then all of a sudden, late in the fight, when the fight is almost over, he'll KO me. That happens in almost every fight. I always get KO'd. And it's almost like I know I'm winning on points, but I can't. If I could just last to the end, I'll win, but I can't. They land a really late KO. I got KO'd with 11 seconds left in a fight where I probably won all 3 rounds. That's how all my fights play out. Sometimes there's like 2 minutes left in the last round, and I'll get KO'd. My guy will get hit with with a good shot, and his whole body will just go stiff and he'll just drop. Even though my opponent will bleed and dripping. Like I've landed power shot after power shot, takedown after takedown, and I cannot finish anybody. Now, I don't think it's the game that's bad. I think there's a certain formula to winning against certain guys, and you got to work that out. You got to figure it out. It takes a lot of time. Time that I'm not putting into this. I'm not putting several hours every day into this game, and I'm not going to. I don't have time for that in these games. I don't have time for it. Now, there is a way to adjust your fights. You know what I'm saying? You can go to open settings and you can adjust, like I guess you would call these sliders, to kind of give yourself an advantage or disadvantage. I think this is pretty cool. You know what I mean? But I never adjust none of this. I just keep it even. And like I said, my opponent just never goes down. These guys are tough, and it does not matter who I fight against. And I'm talking about exhibition and later career fights. I can't do anything in this game. I can have good competitive fights, but I can't finish anybody. I'll get them in submission holds. They never tap. I'll rock them with heavy shot after heavy shot after heavy shot. They never get KO'd. And there's something that I'm just not doing correctly. I have no idea what it is. I've been trying to figure out what it is. I follow up a heavy shot with a good shot, follow up a heavy shot with a takedown. I can't score KOs. I can't. And I used to say, well, maybe it's my opponent. I'm fighting high-ranking guys, fighting guys like John Jones. Let me fight a creative fighter. Let me fight a low-ranking fighter. It doesn't matter. I can't KO anybody in exhibition fights. I land really good shots, really good kicks, punches to the head. They're rocked. They're dizzy. I'll follow it up with another power shot. They never get KO'd. In UFC 3 and 4, you rock a guy, you follow it with a quick takedown or another power shot. You have a good shot at getting a KO. Maybe they're rocked. You can get a good submission if you're using a submission fighter. That doesn't work in this for me. It doesn't. I can't win like that. They survive. They don't tap. You put them in a good submission, they do not tap. It doesn't matter who my opponent is. You rock them with heavy shots. They absolutely they survive the heavy shots. So this game here, I don't play it well. I'm horrible at this. Again, I know how to play, but I can't finish nobody. I just can't. And I'm probably going to do a video just kind of talking about it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not great at this. I'm not advanced. But what I'm saying is I can get my takedowns, I can transition, and I can land power shots. And I'm talking about on normal difficulty, okay? I don't play easy, I don't play hard, I play normal. And I feel like I'm playing a good fight, but I just lose. Somebody needs to leave a comment, let me know what I'm doing wrong. Somebody told me that it's the way I'm managing my stamina. I don't know if that's it, because I always get finished late. And maybe if I drop a video with me playing the game, showing you how I play, maybe you guys can help me out and say, look, this is what you should have did to finish the fight. If you would have did X, Y, Z, that's how you finish these guys off. Somebody told me that you got to land a lot of body shots to drain their stamina and then land a good power shot, and then they can't recover. Another person told me to keep following the power shots with simple jabs, because if you keep following with power shots, they defend them better, and that will keep their energy down to the point where they never actually recover, and then you land another power shot later and they won't get back up. I don't know. I think I tried that, but I wasn't successful at it because they were defending well. Guys go into defense mode as they should when they get rocked, but the formulas that I'm using just don't work. I tend to try to land. If I land a good power shot, I try to see where the opening is, because obviously they're defending themselves. It's easy to land a takedown usually, and I get the takedown, I pound them. I just don't finish them for some reason. I go into submission moves, they don't tap. I don't know what it is. There's something about this game that's different from UFC 3 and 4 that I just have not caught on to. If somebody can just leave a comment, let me know what's up, and say, look, this is all you got to do, and you'll finish more fights. That will help me a lot. Otherwise, I may have to slam the door on this game, because I'm not going to play on easy difficulty. If I can't win on normal, the game ain't for me. That's the way I think. I don't resort to going to easy difficulty factor, because winning on that doesn't prove anything. You can't be like, well, I just won on easy, so now let me turn up to normal and then get smoked on normal. It makes no sense, because generally winning on easy difficulties on any game is pretty misleading, to be honest, because it doesn't mean you're good at the game. It just means a lot of games, they'll kind of give you the win anyway. If you play on rookie or easy, they won't even make the computer competitive. You land some good power shots and they just won't get back up or whatever. Or like, for example, a football game, they'll leave guys wide open, or they just, they'll give you more time in the pocket to throw. That's misleading. That doesn't make sense to really play like that. If you're actually trying to get good at the game, you're actually trying to get good at it. So yeah, leave a comment. Like I said, this game, it's on the PlayStation Store, it's ranked at number 36 in sales. It doesn't seem like a game that a lot of people are messing with. I might be wrong. Maybe there's a lot of people playing it and I just don't realize it. But leave a comment, let me know how you feel about this game. Do you play this game? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Are you good at it? Are you not good at it? Am I right about this game? Did the game kind of fade away? Is nobody even messing with it? Anyway, regardless of your opinion, just leave a comment.